Hi there, explorers. This is Flagg from Crafted Games. In this video series, we're diving into the gameplay and mechanics of our new game, Buru, coming to Kickstarter later this spring. Today, we are discussing the Sacred Lake region of the main game board. This is the area where you do the most complicated actions in the game, and also the most important. This is where you pay tribute to the various spirits that are on the island. There are 3 different spirits that you can pay tribute to in the base game. One is the spirit of Manuk, the second is the spirit of Banyu, and the third is the spirit of Gunung. So as you can see here under these altars, each spirit has a different set of requirements to pay tribute. Manuk, for example, takes 1 palm, 1 clay, 1 ebony, and 1 fish. And if you pay that, you will go ahead and collect a Manuk tribute card. Similarly, Banyu here costs 2 clay, 1 ebony, and 3 fish. And Gunung takes 2 palm and 2 clay. Now these are double-sided, so the cost can be randomized or changed in games however you like. So there's quite a few options you can take here at the Sacred Lake. You can see here these little bowls indicate that you are paying tribute. So that means when there's no symbol of a spirit above them, that means you can pay tribute to any spirit. Then you also have the ability to draw elder cards. Elder cards are sort of like secret objectives. They're low scoring opportunities, but ways to use some of your extra resources. So when you collect an elder, you're going to draw 2 elder cards like so, flip them over, look at them secretly. So in this case, I could choose one and throw away the other. So I have the option here to either score 1 esteem by holding the Manuk elder, the Manuk totem at the end of the round, or I could gain esteem for the number of nobles I have added to my tableau by the end of the game. All elders are scored at the end of the game. None of them are immediate. So we have the ability to draw elder cards and to pay tribute. This is also the area where turn order shifts. This symbol here is the Emissary. This is the first player marker. And the reason you might want to collect the Emissary token is because ties are broken in clockwise order from the Emissary. There's a lot of ties in Buru. The scores tend to be very tight, and so the Emissary is always useful to help you get a leg up over your opponents, especially when you're doing some of these very tight biddings in areas that are very crowded. So we can see here, the other thing that makes this area different is that there is no spirit in the base game associated with the Sacred Lake. Instead, if you triumph here, you just score 1 esteem. When we use the Ukum module, which comes in the Ambalau expansion, we add a new spirit to the game, which is associated with this area, and you can win by triumphing here. So in this case, let's go ahead and resolve this region. We'll flip over red's tokens and yellows. You can see here that red has bid a total of 6 and yellow has bid a total of 7. So it's a very tight, aggressive sort of bidding here. So that means that yellow triumphs, and yellow's going to get first pick. So yellow immediately scores 1 esteem, collects their tokens, and then is going to choose a spot. So in this case, let's say yellow's been collecting resources for a while, so it's going to take the first spot here, which allows yellow to pay tribute up to 2 times and to collect an elder card. So you can resolve these actions in any order you like. So in this case, yellow will draw 2 elder cards. We have the elder noble and the elder craftsman. Let's say for giggles that yellow's been collecting some nobles, so it's going to go ahead and collect this card to score a few extra points of esteem at the end of the game, which can make all the difference. Puts that face down next to their tableau so nobody else can see it, and then is going to pay tribute. So to pay tribute, you just have to pay those resources that are shown on the altar currently and collect a card. However, the twist is when you pay tribute to a spirit, the player who holds the totem of that spirit also scores 1 esteem. So the ideal way to play is to find a way to align your resources and the spirit with whom you or to whom you want to pay tribute at the same time, so you can score even more esteem from those cards. So let's say in this case, the first tribute yellow is going to pay tribute to is to Manuk. So yellow pays 1 palm, 1 clay, 1 ebony, and 1 fish, then collects a single card. And now this is a secret card, but each one will have esteem written on them. So this is secret, and this is not revealed until the end of the game, so players don't actually know the scores. So in this case, this card is worth 4 esteem. Now, as we remember from our earlier video, white won the Manuk totem earlier in the round, and so white would also score an esteem point. Now, yellow does not have enough resources to pay tribute a second time, so it's just going to pass on that action. You don't get anything for it, and that ends yellow's turn. Now, red is also kind of starved for resources, so rather than throwing it away on esteem that they can't pay, or maybe an elder card, gambling on an elder card, red is going to choose this area where they can pay esteem or pay tribute once and collect the emissary token as well. So this will set up red in the future to have more favorable tie breaks and to also change the player order. So in this case, red is going to pay tribute to Gunung. Now Gunung, you'll see, has a decree token next to it. Some decree tokens give you special bonuses when paying tribute to certain spirits. In this case, it's a little hard to see on the video, but you can see here that when you pay a tribute to Gunung, you also collect a fish. So this is a nice way to get a little refund, to give you some more flexibility in bidding in future rounds, because you don't have to bid so hard to fish with your explorer you leave behind on your boat. So Gunung would pay, or Gunung, red would pay 2 palm, 2 clay, and collect a Gunung card. See, Gunung here, it's only worth 3, but that's okay because, as you remember from our first video, red also controls the Gunung totem, so they also score 1 tribute point, or 1 esteem point. So that ends up being worth 4 for all intents and purposes. And then, because red paid tribute to Gunung, red will also collect a bonus fish. And that ends the resolution of the Sacred Lake. This is the last region resolved every round. So after this would be the evening phase, where you clean up, you untask all the islanders, you discard any extra decree tokens, any leftover forest cards, and kind of reset the board for the next round. And then you roll on to the next phase. So that is the end of this video. If you want to learn more about Buru, please check us out at www.burugame.com. That is BURUGAME.com. We will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.